Hello, my name is Dan and welcome back to Team Theme. Before we get into anything, I have a whole lot of shoutouts to get through, so let's just jump straight in with that. The first shoutout goes to Happy Hurricane, and I do apologise for forgetting about you in the previous video. The second goes to Muck Pizza Person. The third goes to Theme Park Entertainment. And finally, I'd like to announce Leon Ostler Welburn, and I do apologise if I did pronounce your name incorrectly. Every one of these YouTube channels can be accessed in the description below, so please check them out. Today I'll be doing something that no other theme park enthusiast has done before. Today I'll be ranking my top 5 theme park music leitmotifs. If you didn't know what a leitmotif is, it's basically a theme that appears in a soundtrack that is heard in many other soundtracks with the same theme in it, and you'll probably understand when you watch the video. Number 5. At number 5, we have Thorpe Park's leitmotif, which I believe goes by the name of Islands. The tune can be heard at the entrance, X, the bridge, and many areas of the theme park soundtracks. What stands out about this leitmotif is that it can be heard very quietly in some soundtracks, but if you listen closely, you can hear the wonderful tune. The wonderful people who composed this music was Imascore, which isn't surprising. Number 4. For the fourth leitmotif on our list is the famous Bubbleworks. Many of you who is a theme park enthusiast of the UK would definitely know this leitmotif of this iconic ride. Composed by Graham Smart, of course. The tune can be heard literally in every soundtrack throughout the ride, and it is impossible to get it out of your head. However, the reason this didn't make it to number 1 is because the ride is no longer with us, so rest in peace. Number 3. For number 3, we have Toyland Tours. Like Bubbleworks, Toyland Tours is also a dark ride, but full of many animated scenes. Throughout all the scenes, the soundtracks change their style, but the tune stays the same. Like Bubbleworks, it is very catchy, but this tune is more toned down, which I do prefer, because I don't really like getting a tune stuck in your head, because it can get annoying. Also, unfortunately, like Bubbleworks, this has now been closed. Number 2. Secondly, we have the leitmotif that is heard around Alton Towers throughout. Literally, nearly every soundtrack has this famous tune. I have ranked this quite high because this theme has stayed with the park since Two Swords owned it. However, the tune is not original and it was copied from the famous score called Under the Hall of the Mountain King. But Alton Towers has used it sensibly and deserve it. Number 1. Finally, the winner of Theme Park Music Leitmotif goes to Chessington World of Adventures. Anyone who hasn't even visited the park would have heard this either on an advert or on their social media, but you wouldn't forget the tune. The tune first appeared in the entrance during 2010 and has since been in the soundtracks from then on. Areas such as Zoofari, Pandemonium and even Scorpion Valley feature the tune. What is even more exciting about the tune is that it is original. However, it is unknown who came up with it. People have claimed that it goes by the name of the Call to Adventure, which does make sense. So, that pretty much wraps up today's video. If you didn't agree with my list, then feel free to comment your opinions below, as well as asking for a shout out. My name is Dan, and you have just watched Team Theme. Thank you, and good night.